In preparation for your upcoming training, I want to share valuable knowledge that will help you stand out from the moment you arrive. These insights are based on my personal experience as a spa manager on board cruise ships, and they are designed to help you understand how to manage your business effectively, succeed in training, and ultimately thrive at sea. The purpose of this session is to focus purely on the business side of your work, how to master your business, increase your earnings, and grow your confidence as a professional. During your training, you will learn about treatments, protocols, and operational standards, but here we will concentrate on the mindset, approach, and habits that will make you successful once you are on board the cruise ship and on the training. When you understand the business side of the spa operation, you will not only generate higher revenue for your team and company, but also create substantial income for yourself and lay down the foundation for the future career progression. When you arrive at the training center, the first impression you make will set the tone for your experience. Always present yourself in a fully professional manner, from your appearance to your attitude. Follow all the instructions in the starter pack carefully. During the training, interact actively. Ask questions, answer them, and engage with your trainers and colleagues. The purpose of the training is to prepare you to be as successful as possible once you start working on board. Trainers are there to guide you, so use this at your advantage. The environment you will experience during the training mirrors life at sea. It will be fast-paced and sometimes intense. This is intentional. It's designed to prepare you mentally and physically for the cruise ship lifestyle. Stay alert, stay engaged, and make an effort to stand out through professionalism, curiosity, and communication. One of the most important skills that will help you succeed in both training and on-board life is adaptability. How fast you adjust to new situations directly impacts your success. Change is good. It pushes you out of your comfort zone, challenges your habits, and helps you grow. Every ship, every voyage, and every team is slightly different. When you embrace change with a positive attitude, you will show leadership potential. Flexibility is what allows you to fit in new environments quickly and become a valuable member of the team. Confidence is another key factor that separates top performance from the rest. Be confident when speaking, presenting, and interacting with guests or trainers. Confidence builds trust, and trust builds relationships. If you don't feel completely confident, that's perfectly fine. Confidence is built through repetition and experience. Think back at your life when you faced a challenge and overcame it. Draw your confidence from those past achievements. You've already proven yourself that you can grow and you can face the challenge. The more you practice, whether it's talking to guests, presenting services, or leading a consultation, the more confident you will become. Confidence makes you magnetic, credible, and memorable. Your personality is one of your greatest assets. It's what makes guests remember you. Don't be afraid to show your authentic self, your warmth, your humor, your professionalism. Add a bit of your personality to conversations while always maintaining professionalism. The balance between confidence, authenticity, and respect creates a strong personal brand that sets you apart both in training and on board. Your personality allows guests to connect with you. When they feel comfortable and inspired, they're more likely to trust your recommendations, return for more services, and even refer friends or family members. Beyond confidence and personality, your success depends on how well you understand the business side of spa operation. Every service, every product, and every recommendation you make contributes to the overall success of your spa and to your personal earnings. This is where solution-based communication comes into play. Simply said, solution sales is the philosophy how to communicate with the guest that doesn't sound like you're selling to the guest. It's a way of communicating that focuses on solving the guest's problem, not just selling a service or product. We never want to sound like a salespeople. Instead, we want to come across as wellness experts, which in a nutshell we are. Professionals who provide valuable guidance, personalized treatments, and meaningful solutions that genuinely help our guests. The better you understand this approach and you don't shy away from it is going to guarantee your success in your presentation and communication with your guests. Solution sales is a communication philosophy that teaches you how to offer recommendations naturally and authentically. The idea is to communicate with a guest that doesn't sound like you're selling. Yes, the services that we provide has a price tag, but your guests should never feel like they are being sold to. When you master this approach, you learn to speak in the guest language, focusing on benefits, results, and emotional value rather than the cost. We are wellness professionals, not retail clerks. This is what differentiates us from somebody that is perhaps working in a gift shop. Our job is to help guests feel better, look better, and live better. When you present your services through the lens of wellness, you inspire trust, which leads to more bookings, higher revenue, and repeat guests. You shouldn't ever shy away from selling because selling is a natural part of life. Every time we go on a date or apply for a job, we're selling ourselves. Our qualities, our best features, our story. In the same way, when you talk to the guest about treatment or product, you are simply highlighting the best features and benefits of the service, showing how it can make their life better. There are 5 key steps to mastering the art of solution sales. Establish the guest true concern. Understand why the guest came to you and what they want to achieve. Listen carefully. At this stage, 80% of the talking should be done by the guest and 20% only from your side. Step number 2 is education, where you educate the guest, explain why the concern exists and what can be done about it. Step number 3 is deliver the exceptional service. Provide the best possible experience and results. Step number 4 is present additional solutions. At this stage, you recommend aftercare or any additional service you think that the guest can benefit from, supporting long-term results. At step number 5, you congratulate and close the guest, always ending with positivity, affirming the guest's decision and inviting them to return. So let's use a real example to illustrate these 5 steps. In this case, I'm going to be a med spa physician on board and I'm going to talk with a guest named Mary that comes to me for a concern about her smile lines and wrinkles. First, I'm going to greet her warmly. Hi Mary, my name is Stefan. I'm a med spa physician on board. It's great to meet you. Have you had a chance to explore the ship yet? Any excursions or spa treatments? This friendly introduction builds rapport and relaxes the guest. Then I'm going to move into the consultation. Mary, I see you have had collagen boosting facial. That's perfect. It means your skin is already hydrated and prepared. I understand you are concerned about your smile lines, right? Could you show me exactly where they bother you the most? As she points them out, I'm going to educate her. Mary, you see what's happening here is very natural. As we age, the skin loses volume and the gravity pulls it downward. But the good news is we can easily restore this with a treatment called Restylane filler. Have you heard about it? When Mary expresses curiosity but some hesitations, I'm going to reassure her. Don't worry, Mary, the treatment takes only about 10 minutes and we are going to apply numbing cream so you will barely feel anything. You've mentioned you've been concerned about this for about 4 or 5 years now, am I correct? Imagine solving that in just 5 minutes. Then I'm going to present the price confidently and professionally. You see, Mary, the full treatment is going to be $3,200, but since you've just had your facial, I can apply a $100 discount, bringing it down to $3,100. You see, Mary, this treatment is going to last you at least 9 months, so when you break it down, this is roughly $10 per day, and you will be getting immediate results with visible and lasting confidence. Finally, I'm going to complete the service and I'm going to congratulate and close Mary. Mary, take a look in the mirror. You can already see how natural and refreshed it looks. Isn't that amazing? We have definitely erased a couple of years from your face. Do you agree? Fantastic, Mary. You do truly look amazing. What I'm going to do, I'm going to book you a complimentary follow-up consultation in 3 days just to check on your results and discuss some long-term options like our thermage radio frequency. This is going to last you at least 3 to 5 years. Through this example, we have just demonstrated all 5 steps of solution sales, and of course, this can be accustomed through all different modalities. In every consultation, the educational stage is where you build credibility. When a guest sees that you understand their concern and can explain it clearly, they start to trust your expertise. Education is not only about describing the product or service, it's about connecting the treatment to the guest's specific need. In the earlier example with Mary, we used empathy, professionalism, and confidence to explain why her concern exists and how it could be resolved. We personalized our recommendation and helped her visualize the outcome. At this stage, we are not just selling, we are building value. Guests respond to confidence and knowledge. They can feel when we genuinely care about their result. Once a service is performed, we always confirm satisfaction and invite the guest to return. Rebooking or suggesting a follow-up session reinforces a long-term relationship and continuous revenue. Even a short checkup like the 3-day review with Mary opens the door for future treatments or services. Every professional faces objections: price, time, fear, hesitation. Your job is to handle this with empathy, calmness, and expertise. Let's say in the MedSpa example, we had Mary and she was afraid of needles. We can address this by sharing our own personal story. I can say, I used to be afraid of needles too. This will create a human connection and will reduce her anxiety. You can also explain that the numbing cream is applied and the needles are very fine and small, so she's basically not going to feel anything. When the guest senses your confidence, empathy, objections fade naturally. Sometimes, however, you may not be able to overcome guest hesitation. If that happens, it's better to pause the conversation gracefully rather than pressure the guest. Professionalism and diplomacy build long-term trust, even if the sale doesn't happen that day. The more consultation you conduct, the more fluent and adaptable you will become in overcoming objections through natural conversation rather than persuasion. A useful method to finalize consultations is the two-option clause. Instead of overwhelming guests with multiple choices, present 2 options, one premium and one more accessible. For example, Mary, we can combine Restylane filler and thermage for longer lasting results. Or we can begin with just fillers today and consider thermage later. This approach achieves 2 things. It keeps the conversation simple and psychologically positions the guest to choose between yes and yes. Too many choices create option fatigue. Guests can get confused and hesitate. 2 clear, well-presented options make decision-making easy and professional. When you start with a larger package, you can always scale down, but starting small and trying to upgrade later is much harder. Always lead with confidence. Remember, your goal is to present the value, not just the price. Always confirm the price before performing a service. This ensures transparency and comfort for both sides. Guests will appreciate honesty and clarity, and it also helps you appear professional and organized. When you explain pricing confidently, never apologize for it. The cost of service reflects the product quality, your expertise, and the value of the results you deliver. Confidence in pricing equals confidence in your craft. To understand psychology of sales, you must separate price from value. Price represents what something costs, the materials, production, labor, and profit margin, while value represents what something means to the guest, how it makes them feel, how it solves a problem, or improves their life. Let's take a simple example, a coffee mug. The price of the mug might be $10. That covers materials, shipping, and profit. But value depends on the person. Imagine 2 people, someone who drinks coffee every morning and cannot function without it, and someone who drinks coffee only occasionally. For the first person, it's now 2 p.m., they've had no coffee all day and they have a headache. You offer them this $10 mug with fresh coffee inside. For them, that mug now has tremendous value. Relief, energy, and satisfaction. They will gladly pay $10. The second person who doesn't depend on coffee might not see the value at all. For them, the same $10 mug might feel unnecessary or overpriced. What changed? Not the price, the perceived value. As a professional, your goal is to help guests see the true value of what you're offering. You do this by highlighting benefits, personalizing solutions, and showing genuine care for their goals. In the second situation, when the guest isn't interested in the mug or coffee, the key is to build perceived value by connecting the offer to something that matters to them personally. Here's how to do that step by step. Start by asking gentle, open-ended questions to uncover what does matter to them. For example, what's your usual morning routine like? Do you enjoy hot drinks like tea or cocoa? Do you prefer something that adds a nice touch to your home decor? You're not selling a mug, you're discovering how this item could fit into their world. Once you understand their interest, reframe the mug into a way that aligns with their lifestyle. For example, if they love aesthetics, this mug is hand-finished and adds a cozy, minimal look to your kitchen. If they care about sustainability, it's a mug made from recycled materials, so it's eco-friendly and long-lasting. If they love giving gifts, it makes a thoughtful gift for someone who loves a cozy mornings. You're no longer talking about coffee, you're showing emotional relevance. Create an emotional connection. Highlight how owning or gifting the item could make them feel. People rarely buy based on logic alone. They buy for emotion and justify later with logic. For example, it's one of those pieces you will use often and always associate with relaxing moments. It's simple but elegant, something that reminds you to slow down and enjoy your time. You can always build value through storytelling. Tell a short story that connects the product to meaning. For example, this mug design was inspired by seaside mornings. Perfect for anyone who likes calm, slow starts to the day. Stories bypass resistance and make value personal. Use subtle suggestion, not pressure. If they still don't show interest, stay confident and respectful. You can say, I understand it's not just about the mug, it's about finding something that feels right for you. If you're looking for a beautiful, simple piece to brighten your space, this might surprise you. That approach builds trust and professionalism even if they don't buy right away. If guest says that's too expensive, it often means they haven't yet seen the value. This isn't a rejection, it's a feedback. It means you need to explain better how your service or product will help them. For example, if you're a facialist recommending a $129 collagen cream, this is how you can explain it. This cream will last you for around 6 months and you will only need a small amount each day, so it's less than $1 per day to maintain youthful and hydrated skin. By breaking down the price and connecting it to the benefits, you will make the value tangible. Never assume what's expensive or affordable for someone. A product that might feel costly in your home country could be completely normal for a guest from another market. Always present recommendations with confidence and clarity. Every successful interaction with a guest relies on trust and understanding. If you feel a guest is reserved or distant, take the initiative to connect by sharing a bit of yourself. When you open up, they often open up too. It's about genuine human connection, listening carefully, responding sincerely, and showing that you care. The more you practice consultations, the more natural this becomes. Each service, each conversation is an opportunity to improve your skill, refine your delivery, and strengthen your results. Always self-reflect. After every day, ask yourself, what went well? What could I do better next time? Because growth begins with self-awareness. Onboard success doesn't come only from private consultations. Public events are incredible opportunities to connect with guests and grow your business. Events such as ladies' pamper parties, raffles, embarkation wellness talks, or Medispa presentations allows you to reach many people at once. Don't shy away from public speaking. These moments build your reputation and attract new guests. For example, during ladies' pamper party, you might say, "Hi everyone, my name is Stefan, I'm a Medispa physician on board." Raise your hand if you have ever tried any type of anti-aging treatment. When only few respond, smile and continue. Perfect, that means you're all in for a surprise. My goal here is to send you home looking so refreshed that everyone will think you just had the best vacation of your life. This light, confident approach creates curiosity. You can briefly explain your services, mention that consultations are complimentary, and invite them to sign up after the event. Public speaking is not about being perfect, it's about being authentic and passionate. The more visible you are, the more business you will generate. Embarkation day is one of the most crucial days of the cruise, especially for the spa team. This is when the new guests arrive, explore the ship, and discover your department. From the moment guests enter, every staff member should be energized, smiling, and ready to engage. As a Medispa physician, IV nurse, or therapist, this is your prime opportunity to meet potential clients and book their services. Depending on your modality, you will often have a station where guests are brought during the spa tour. Be approachable, confident, and enthusiastic. Explain your services clearly, focusing on convenience and results. For example, we offer complimentary consultations so you can find the best treatment for your skin and lifestyle. Everything is done right here on board, private, professional, and with no downtime. If you're offering IV therapy, highlight the ingredients and benefits. Our IV treatments contain hydrating fluids, B12 vitamins, and antioxidants like glutathione, perfect for energy, recovery, and glowing skin. It's the best way to start your cruise feeling revitalized. Guests arriving that day are often tired from travel. A short IV therapy or quick facial can immediately re-energize them and start their vacation on the right note. This not only helps them, but also secures your first revenue for the cruise. Embarkation day sets the tone for your week. A strong start means confidence, income, and keeping the momentum going. When you work in the spa, you should observe it as running your own business. Every guest you meet is a potential client. Every service a potential success story. Learn your products and services in depth, ingredients, benefits, results, and pricing. Know how to create packages that make sense for your guest. For example, combine a treatment and product for a holistic result. After your deep tissue massage, I recommend this muscle oil for daily use. It prolongs the benefits of the treatment and prevents any additional lactic buildup and tension from returning. Every modality can create packages: massage and facial, fillers and radiofrequency, IV and consultation, etc. and etc. Creativity and confidence are the key. Remember, every service you provide, it's not just revenue and your earning, it's also an opportunity to transform someone's well-being. The most successful professionals at sea are those who think like entrepreneurs. You are not just an employee, you are running your own business within the spa. Training and safety protocols are essential, but they don't make your money. Focused business awareness does. The more effort you put into understanding sales and you don't shy away from it, you understand communication and guest psychology, the greater your income and long-term success will be. Be consistent, be proactive, build your confidence through repetition and reflection. And above all, remember, success on board comes to those who combine professionalism with personality, discipline with creativity, and ambition with empathy. When you master both the skill and the mindset, the cruise ship becomes more than just a workplace. It becomes a platform for growth, travel, and transformation.